Hi there, my name is Mitch Harlabidis, and in this video, which is part of a greater set of videos focused entirely on the AP Precalculus content, we will work together, we will focus on the following title: Graph of a function and points on it. Here, I have what I used to call a poem. A point lies on a graph if its coordinates satisfy that graph's function notation. And also, if x0, y0 lies on graph of f, then for sure f of x0 is equal to y0. In example 23, which is the example we have in front of us, we can see that, for instance, -3, 1 is a point on that function. What would that mean? This means that when the input value x is -3, then the y is equal to 1. But remember that since we are talking about a function, these two are related through a function's notation. And the function's notation is always of the form y equals f of x. So basically, another way to represent this point would be by writing that f of -3 is 1. Here, similarly, we can get that f of -2 is 2. Here, we could get that f of 1 is -2. Here, however, we wouldn't have said that f of 3 is 3. And this is mainly because this point here is not colored, which means that this point does not, it's not in that graph. It shouldn't be there. It's the end point of that graph. Now, if you understand this concept, you will find it easy to solve this example. You can take 1 or 2 minutes, you can freeze the video, and then we will solve it together anyways. Here we go. Find the zeros of the function presented through the given graph. Zeros is another word for x-intercepts. Or you might as well know it by roots. We need to find the zeros. The zeros are the x-intercepts, which are these ones. Let's call this -3.2. This is 0, and this is 3. So the zeros are -3.2, 0, and 3. Solve, find f of 1.5. F of 1.5, remember that it's y equals f of x. So now we were given the input value, the x. This practically says find y when x is 1.5. All that we have to do is go and trace on that graph where exactly x is 1.5. This could be 1.5, so it should be here. From the graph, let me highlight it so that you can see it. From the graph, we can see that f of 1.5 is 4. Solve f of x equals -4. F of x equals -4. And once again, we have that y is f of x. It's as if we are asked to find x when the corresponding y value is -4. So I'm going to trace on the graph the y value of -4. We have it here and there. So it could be, let's say, minus 1.5. F of minus 1.5, we can see that it is -4. And f of 4.5 is also -4, which means that the solutions I needed for C would be x equals minus 1.5 and x equals 4.5. And that would be all for now. Remember the poem, it always works. Any point on the graph of a function f is of the form x comma y or x comma f of x. And in a larger way to present it, if a point lies on a graph, then its coordinates satisfy that graph's equation, that graph's function. That would be all for now. We will see ourselves in one of the following videos. I hope this series works for you so far. If you find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.